Hello my friends and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket and currently we're here at Thompson's Crossing in the community hall, just before setting out on an adventure. I've taken a little bit of time to get lightweight for the most part. We did drop the wolf pelts, so we had some guts to cure. I also organized our gear a little bit. Putting a mark here on the freezer, I'm going to leave some really important items up here, like these filters, our curator's rifle, and a bow. And we will be stopping back here on our way before we leave the area. But, guys, today I think we are going to head up to the airplane wreck and try to do some looting, possibly up at the wreck and also Skeeter's Ridge. Now, I am also carrying quite a bit of items that we looted from the houses. So I want to take a minute and just place these just to lighten our load a little bit. And we could add some decorations to the area. If I can find a place to put them, that is. It might be out of room on the wall here. I could put this one here. Got the wolf painting. This almost looks like an art auction, doesn't it? You can come in here and view art. Okay, we've got a bunch of lamps, and I did get these because they help when there's an aurora. It is nice to have all this light. Where do we want to put this? Maybe in the corner? I'm not sure what to do with the tables just yet. See if we can fit this on here. How about right here? I may have gone overboard with the lamps, but I would rather have too many than not enough. Can I fit it over here? And we'll place one back here. Okay, I think that is it. Nice. So we're down to 33.8 kilos out of 45. Nice. So I think we're ready to go. I filled up our hunger meter and our thirst meter. We should have everything we need to get started. Let's take a look at what the weather looks like. Okay, so a little bit on the snowy side. Now I think there might actually be some houses that we haven't looted yet. So I'm going to quickly check this side. Let's see if we've missed anything. And then we're going to head pretty much just north from here is the plane wreck. Be nice to check out what is up there. And then we'll head, after we check the plane wreck and Skeeter's Ridge, then we're going to head into the mine and into the coastal highway. Okay, yes, this is a new location, so we have not yet been here. May as well grab what loot we can.
This stuff will come in handy.
I'm gonna grab it. We can leave it in the town hall, or the community hall, I mean. Got a little bit of cloth. Got a revolver cartridge. Is there anything over here? Alright, let's check the next house. Looks like this one is not accessible anymore. We'll check around the back side. Let's see if there's any firewood. Also, there can be some loot down here at this little boat hut. Let's see if there's anything in the boat. I'm just having memories of the days when we had to use cattails to get fires started. Seems like we've come a long way since having to use tinder. I'm curious how many days we've survived. Let's take a look at our journal. 79 days. That's awesome. What is that? Feather? Oh, we got a dead body inside.
could use this.
10 rounds. Nice. That is really good. Okay, let's head up to the playground area and see if there's anything up here. We did already check the church. We actually found three syringes, three stim packs in there. It's a pretty good find. We got a book. A can of soda. 0% condition on that, but I don't think they ever go bad. Anyway, we have level 5 cooking, so it's not like it matters anyway. Okay, I think we've officially searched everything here now. We'll wander through the market just in case I missed anything. There we go. What is this? Got some leather.
Nobody needs this anymore.
We can harvest those gloves. Nice. Can hear the wolves out this morning. They're probably looking for their lunch. Speaking of lunch, what time is it? It's like a little past noon. Okay, so do I want to drop anything before we head up to the plane wreck? What did I just pick up here? I got a few items I might want to drop. So we got the books. I'm going to drop the firewood. Can drop the antiseptic. Got some clothing items. By the way, our clothing is looking really good. In the last episode, we did get our clothing up to 100%, and we got the achievement on that. I'm going to leave the can opener here as well. And I'm going to leave one of the whetstones. When we come back through here, we will pick all these up and bring them inside. And drop the metal as well. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's head north. We're going to be heading into bear and wolf territory. I might just follow the road. Grab some sticks just because they're right in front of me. So hopefully the weather holds up for us so we can have some nice visibility and nice temperature. So the question is, if we... Oh, I was just going to say, if we come across a bear, do we want to shoot him? We don't have our rifle, but we do have the bow. I think I might want to get a bear hide curing, guys. What do you think? Let's get a fire on this hill here. This is for our safety. So I'm going to be doing the bow hunt. And that usually means I got to make a few shots. Now, unfortunately, gosh, the bear's probably going to run, isn't he? We could use the... I could use the distress pistol. It might give us a better likelihood of getting a one-shot kill. See if we can get his attention. Okay, he did turn around. I think he sees us now. Come on, bear. Okay, let's make sure we have the right arrows equipped. That would just make him mad to hit him with a fire-hardened arrow. Also, if we can kill him, we could go loot his cave. Might be around here somewhere. There's a chance there could be some loot in there. How close do we want to let him get? Arrow broke. So he's going to bleed to death. He's probably heading back to his cave, actually. I'm going to give him a chance to settle down. See if we can find out where he stops. He may actually come running towards us. Okay. Oh, he's running up the side of the mountain. Where are you going to go, Bear? Is he coming back? No, he's just taking off. Far away, heading for the hills. I'm going to take a look at our achievements here just to make sure we can actually keep track of bears killed. I may have passed it already. I think I did. Cougars killed. We got 1. Bears killed. Okay, here we go. We've got currently 6. So when that goes to 7, we know that he has dropped. 16 minutes on the fire. Let's see, 5 minutes there. Alright, let's go see if we can find this bear. We've got our mule with us, so we can get the meat back and the bear hide. Now that we have the toolkit, these bear hides are going to be so useful for making things like the bear hide bed. I would like to get a bear hide bed crafted for the coastal highway at the Kwanzaa garage. I think that's a great base location. Oh, I thought that was an arrow, but it's the broken stick. Yeah. Okay, there's the bear. Nice. So he's reset. Let's make another fire here for our safety. We could possibly get another shot off on the bear. I can hear him getting closer. Don't fail.
That's done.
Hey, bear. Bear's coming. Alright. Let's see if we can get it to come pretty close. Oh, nice. Okay. That is great. I'm glad we were able to put it out of its misery. Thank you, bear. And we're so close to camp, to the town hall there. I am so low on sticks, because I've been using them. I'm just going to grab these really quick. We may not need a fire. We might be able to just harvest him and then bring the hide and the meat over. Thank you, bear. Yeah, let's put this out. We're going to quarter him up. I'm going to get down low here. Thank you, bear, by the way. Get our arrow. We're going to go for the quartering. 2 hours no matter how you look at it. Let's use our hatchet, or sorry, our hacksaw then. The shadows are fleeing as the day is getting old. Nice. Did we get any feathers? Yes. Grab those. We're going to deploy our sled here. Let's get these close to the sled, and then I can just kind of lean over and put them in. Otherwise, I'll be too heavy. Got more feathers.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Okay, we got a ton of meat. And the bear hide. Biggest prize of all was the bear hide. There's no more room in there. Okay. This could be a problem. See, wolves are going to come. Let's just see. Okay, I got everything harvested. I'm actually going to get a gun out. There we go. Just have to make it straight ahead to that building. We should be okay. I think that was a worthwhile detour. Instead of going to the plane wreck, we saw the opportunity to get that bear hide, get the meat. We're definitely not hurting for meat. So we have 2 wolves. I think there's 2 wolves here, right? The meat of 2 wolves already on the front porch here. Right up close. Okay, I do want to take some of these items inside. You can go ahead and eat the rabbit meat or whatever that was. Okay, let's drop all these.
Too heavy. Can't move.
Now, if I remember correctly, guys, at the during last episode, I think we started to get a little bit of cabin fever. So I actually want to try to harvest these outside. I'm going to put the guts inside along with the hide. Get that curing. I know I'm going to forget if I don't. Okay, let's put the bear hide on the ground here. Let's get that curing. Add the guts over here. And then we can start harvesting that meat. We're making so many good base locations as we go. Just leaving all this meat behind is really nice to have, you know, all the stashes of calories if we come back this way. So 19 minutes with the knife. I might do that. The hacks, you know what? The hacksaw is a lot easier to repair. It's not that much longer. Looks like we're going to get thirsty. I would like to add a camelback to this game. I think that would be a great addition. Especially considering how often that we get thirsty. So we're going to get thirsty here. I'll take a little bit of damage from thirst. The biggest problem with getting thirsty is dealing with the complaints. Just because they're going to let us know. Will is going to let me know he is very thirsty. But, you know, it's not going to hurt him to take a little bit of damage here and there. Especially if it's this late at night. We're going to go to sleep. We're going to heal plenty. So it's really not a problem as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to move these closer. Making quick work of all this meat. And, you know, we've got the 6-burner stove inside, so if we did want to do a cooking session, we should be able to crank all this out really quickly.
Feels like night is coming.
The 6-burner stoves really make your fuel last so much longer, because you get so much more done with the same amount of fuel. We might have an aurora. Looks like the moon's coming out. Got some nice moonlight.
I need something to drink. And soon.
The weather's cooperated nicely, and you know, having our clothing all fixed up is really keeping us warm. Very nice. Okay, last one, as far as I can tell. Just in time. The weather is starting to turn. Oh, we got one more. So, I think I'm just going to go straight to bed, but I'm kind of considering doing some cooking because we're getting kind of low on food that is not raw meat. Alright, let's get inside and make sure I got everything.
I could eat anything right now.
Okay. Nice little diversion. There is some food here, so I'm going to take a look. Let's get our lantern out. Okay, what do we want to eat for dinner? That candy bar looks good. Gonna try to spread things out a little bit so I can see what's down here. Got an energy bar. Tomato soup. That actually would be really good to eat right now. We do get a little bit of a bonus if we cook the cans of soup and things. Let's take that. Didn't mean to pick up the carrot. That's okay. Let's head over to our bed. Let's make sure I can see it. Where did you go, bed? There we go. Okay, let's eat up and drink up. I think I still have the can opener in my inventory. Makes it nice for opening these cans. But I'll probably drop it here so we don't haul it around with us. Let's go ahead and drink the orange soda. Okay, that's going to get us through the night. Then I'll have to decide if we're going to do a cooking session. Okay. Let's sleep as long as it will let us. I'll see you guys in the morning. Sounds like we got an aurora. Just briefly. Alright, good morning. Fully rested. Let's get a drink. Bear hide is already 6% cured. Okay, I'm going to drop the rest of the food items that we don't need. If any. I might just take them. I'm going to drop the carrot. And then I think we had I got extra wood we can drop. Let's do this. I'm going to move the wood over here. We're definitely going to have a cook-off at some point. Drop this extra book here. Whoops, I didn't mean to drop the coal. Okay, now we do have a can opener. We can drop that really quick. Did I pick up anything else? I'm going to harvest this. I can drop the extra cans. You know what? I think I'm just going to head out because I'm sure we're going to find lots of airline food up at the plane wreck. Where's that can opener? There it is. Okay, I think that's everything. That's looking pretty good. Alright, we'll call that good. And I think we're just going to head out. So just like that, we've got a little bit more archery skill. We got 2 shots on the bear. We've got a bear hide curing. And we made the area a little bit safer. With that bear gone. At least for a while. He will come back eventually. I don't know how many days it is. Something like 10 days. Maybe more. Before the bear will respawn. Now there is a cave around here. A bear cave. There's a wolf straight ahead.
Could end up being useful.
Do a little bit of looting as we go, I guess. We haven't hit this car yet. Wrong weapon. There we go.
Might have to drop some gear.
Should we just scare him off? We could just have him trail us, I guess. Wouldn't be that bad to have him follow us. I don't think there was any more loot over there. There may have been another car. But that's okay. Where did the road go? He's welcome to follow us if he wants to. Got a little bit of a trek ahead of us. Also, guys, I had some suggestions that I should actually go back and grab the cougar hide. We're not going to be too far from Timberwolf Mountain. If we did want to just step up there and grab that, it wouldn't be that difficult. So I'll have to think about that. The benefit of having the cougar hide is you can make the cougar wrap. which I've never had before. And apparently it's pretty warm. So, yeah, I'll have to think about that if we want to make the extra little trek. It wouldn't be hard for me just to do a quick, I don't know, fast travel, you know? I just kind of speed things up and get up there, grab it, and come back. It is curing, and I think it does take quite a few days for that hide to cure. And then crafting the cougar hat or scarf or whatever it's called, cowl. I think that also takes a bit of time. By the way, here is the turn off right here. This is where we need to go in order to get to Coastal Highway if we decide to go that route. So I wonder if that wolf decided to leave us alone. There's a cave right there. We could potentially just look in there, see if there's any loot. Oh, the rabbit scared me. Take a look inside. I may even do a little bit of mapping just to show that I've been here. Let's do some mapping right here. Nice. How high can I get it? Anybody in here? There's nothing here. Wait, what is this? Granola bar. Oh, I almost missed that. I will drop a few sticks. It's good to know those are there. There's almost always rabbits here, so if we did get pinned down here or stuck here, we could use that firewood. Cook the rabbits, make some water. I think the wind is right in my face, slowing me down. In just a minute, it's going to be at my back, though. Hey, rabbit. Let me grab this rock. I think we, yeah, we're down a rock. Trying to get the bear's attention. There's a car up here somewhere. We can search. I thought I saw footprints. Yeah, down this way. Maybe I'll map here as well. It doesn't take that long. I just need to remember to do it. So I'm kind of keeping an eye out for car batteries because I understand
Thank goodness.
The trader likes those. Let me get out. Oh, we already checked the trunk. Okay. Let's get our gun out. So it might be worth, when we leave this area, and go into the mine. We may even want to take some of these batteries with us. We left that one right by the community center. Let's see, the Thompson's Crossing Town Community, Community Hall. We could potentially take that with us, especially because we have our sled. Might be worth bringing. Those batteries can also be harvested for the lead content to make bullets. I see something up ahead. Looks like it's a wolf. Got some crows over there. I don't think I've ever explored over here. I might just take a look. See if it's a human body with loot, or it could potentially be a deer. It's a body. Should I map here? Okay. Slowly making our way up the road. I think I'm out of charcoal now for mapping. So next time oh gosh. Down to 6 toes. Gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I really hate it when I do that. If I misclick, it shoots. But maybe that was on purpose to scare the wolves. Yeah, that's what it was. Nope, he didn't get scared though. But we can walk around him. We're gonna pretend that was intentional. Yes, of course he's gonna follow us. I've got to just figure out a way not to do that. Okay, we've already searched. No, it says new location discovered. I do kind of want to search this, but the wolf is there. Ooh, a knife. Okay, I'm going to take that. Okay, I've got an idea. There are usually ptarmigan up here. If that wolf follows us, we could potentially just have him go for the ptarmigan. Okay, I'm going to grab this bullet casing. He is still following us. Guys, there can be a bear up here. So I might be putting myself in danger. I got a bear possibly ahead of us and a wolf behind us. Ooh. Wolf just hunted down something. I'm not smelly, am I? I'm not smelly. The wolves are just extra hungry right now, I think. So here's one of our torches. So we have been here before. So this part just curves around. If we were to keep going straight, we would hit the rope climb to go into Timberwolf Mountain. He's still coming. I'm gonna get the bow out just in case we got a bear here. Is that ptarmigan? There's a ptarmigan right there. Let's just let the wolf get him. got it. Kind of a lone ptarmigan. I'm not sure that's the smartest thing for me to pick him up. So there's usually ptarmigan over here. I'm just going to take a peek. Maybe up there. Anyway, let's drop this ptarmigan. Let's use the hacksaw. Get a little bit of meat. We have so many feathers. Don't know if I want to get the feathers or not. I'm going to make a quick fire. May as well get a quick opportunistic meal out of this.
Come on.
Some fresh meat on the go.
Well, that didn't work.
Boy, we really need to level up his fire starting. I think we're really close to level 4, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe we're already level 4. I'll have to look.
All right.
Okay, we're going to cook the big piece in the pot, little piece on the side. Feathers. Unfortunately, the feathers take a really long time. 28 minutes. Nice, we've got a nice little meal out of that. 51 minutes on the fire. I will get, let's get one feather. We'll use our knife. Okay, we'll take a few torches. Okay, we're going to leave the rest of the ptarmigan there. Got a nice little meal out of that. Got some water cooked up. If our clothing weren't so warm, I would have heated up some tea right there. But our clothing is really kicking butt right now. But, you know, that could change. I hear that the far territories get quite cold. That is one of our objectives, is to head into those new territories, and they get really cold. Our clothing may not be enough to keep us warm. Hey, we got some meat. Feels like a trap. Just walking up. There's like meat right in the middle of the road. Hey, meat, you know, and wolves are like, get him. It'd be funny. Very smart wolves. can see some crows way up ahead. Alright, so here is where our paths... I think this is where our paths diverge. Let's see where I am. Have we mapped? Yeah, I haven't really mapped up in this area yet. Speaking of which, I forgot to get some charcoal. I'm not going to go back, but it would be nice to have some charcoal here. This might be the point of disagreement. Yes, it is. So this is the car wreck with the dead bodies. So, do we want to go after the cougar hide? Should I just grab it? By the way, I will move this.
Something's gotta go.
Here. Make it a little more visible. Oh, great. Let's get our torch lit again. Alright, come on, Wolfie. Alright guys, maybe I will head up here. We do have the bunker. We might spend the night there. And then the bunker is so close to the plane wreck and Skeeter's Ridge. Let's grab these sticks. It's nice to have this lit torch. I feel a lot safer coming through these trees with a lit torch. Okay, so here's where if we turn left here, we would hit the plane wreck. I see a rabbit. By the way, I'm going to probably just grab this guy with our bow, because the bunker is just right essentially where that rabbit is, just over that little hill. Looks like we have a deer as well. Okay, I'm going to switch to the bow. That rabbit should be coming back. He's really kind of wandering far. Oh, I just missed. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get that arrow in just a minute. Let's get our torch.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
All right, little rabbit. Got a little bit extra meat. You guys recognize this place? Got the rope climb to Timberwolf Mountain right here. Nice, we've already got some cooked meat. That was smart of me to bring that all the way from Timberwolf Mountain. I like it when I do stuff like that. I think I'll let this burn out. Actually, you know what? Let's go inside. It'll save me from having to use a match or the lantern fuel, I guess. But we can light this and just have a quick look around, see if there's anything we need. Okay, I'm gonna drop some items here. What else did I pick up? Okay, nice. We did get that extra knife. Of course, now it's stuck in the sticks. But that's okay. At least it's here. Actually, you know what? That's gonna bug me unless I move it. Let's put that on the table. Okay. We're still lightweight. No, we're heavy now. No, we're lightweight. Okay, good. Let's go. I think I'm gonna try to get to Timberwolf Mountain. Let's grab that cougar's hide. Just because I'm so close. Let's put out our torch. I'm gonna harvest this guy. Use our knife. We'll leave the meat here and the hide curing. Do we want the gut as well? Maybe I'll get the gut. Let me drop the meat first so I'm not smelly. Get one gut curing. 7 minutes. Yeah, it's really not that big a deal. Okay, he is fully harvested. Let's get some food. Okay, we're gonna drop the gut and the hide.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
Okay, I think I would rather spend the night in Timberwolf Lodge, Timberwolf Mountain, Mountaineer's hut than in here. So I'm just going to make a run for it. Got our crampons. It's going to help us to do the climb. Now we're getting tired. You can do it. I know you're tired, but we can do it. Perfect. Okay, there shouldn't be any predators between here and Timberwolf.
I just need to close my eyes.
So we just essentially have a straight shot between here and there. Alright guys, let's do it. Okay, we made it. Mountaineer's hut. I didn't think I'd be back here so soon. By the way, let's take a look at our roof repair. I think we did a good job. It's going to be extra warm inside with that roof all fixed up. Let's put away our gun so we don't shoot our toes off. All the food is still here. Excellent. And here we have our cougar hide. 90% cured. That's really good. I picked up a whole bunch of sticks as I was traveling, because you guys know me. 45 plus, well, 43, because I just picked up 2 more. I love having those here. I'll take 3 of them just because I like to keep 3 on me. I'm going to take, oh, there's no charcoal. Okay. I would like to make some new charcoal. I may get a fire started just so I can cook up a little bit of food and get some charcoal, I think. We've got so much fuel here. And then we're going to get a good night's sleep because we're so exhausted. I don't think I could do that rope climb, of course, because we're so tired. We could possibly do the billy goating off the side of the mountain, but anyway, we're here. Let's go ahead and make a... Am I out of torches? That's another reason to make the fire, guys. I am completely out of torches. Okay, well, we're just going to use a match then, I guess. Oh, we have a 100% chance of success. What? Why did he mess up before? Fire Striker gives us a little bonus. Wow, okay. Well, I can't believe he messed up with 95% chance of success the last time we started a fire.
Come on. That did it.
Okay, let's add some fuel. Let's put our pot down. And I think I'm going to grab some fish. Fish actually sounds really good right now.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
We'll leave the gold eye kind of as a trophy.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Let's, I'm going to move the cougar hide. So I don't get any fish guts or stuff on there. Alright, let's grab one of these. Put it in the extra slot there. I need to take some torches. So we are completely out of torches. None of these torches are very good. Feels good to be back. I probably, you know what, if I had thought we were coming here, I should have brought a painting from Thompson's Crossing, don't you think? That would have been nice. We've got so many. Okay, I did see a couple good torches in there. At least one good one. Yeah, these are all kind of crappy, unfortunately. Okay, how's our fish looking? 9 minutes? Let's get some vitamin C. Okay, I've got a bunch of torches here. Yeah, too many. I might harvest a couple. The rest, I think I'll just drop. Looks like actually quite a few of them are above 30%. So we're actually looking pretty good. Could probably sleep for 12 hours and be fully rested tonight, I think. I'm going to drop the cooked fish out here. Got the cooked bear meat, raw bear meat. Let's cook some ptarmigan. Just for a little variety, I think. Let's add some fuel. Like a big piece right there. These raw? Yeah, those are raw. The last two were cooked. shut the door to keep the wolves out while we cook. Can pass time and speed this up, I guess. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time cooking, but I did want to... So here's the deal, guys. If you make a fire that lasts a long time, you're going to actually get more charcoal out of it. So this fire's been going for a while. So when it actually goes out, we should have a fair amount of charcoal we can grab in the morning. Plus we got all this meat we got cooked as well. So it works out pretty well. Okay, I do need to add just a little bit more fuel. That's probably enough. And really I could go to sleep, I think. Let's drop the raw ptarmigan here. And we can drop the cooked meat right here. Alright, let's go to bed. Do I have water here? I do have a tiny bit right there. Do I need to cook any more water? No, we're doing okay. Alright, I'm just going to go to bed then. Let's drink up. Just let the meat continue to cook while we go to sleep. Bear hide should be cured in the morning. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. We've survived 79 days, 16 hours, 48 minutes. The meat cooked while we slept.
Need a drink.
Let's get some charcoal. We got 2 pieces. Could be better. Cougar hide is 96% cured. Didn't quite cure 100% like I thought it would. Let's take that and get a drink. How much water do we have now? 2.47 liters. We could eat these for breakfast. Nice. Okay. I think we're just going to head out now. We got what we came for. Is there anything else we want to take with us? I mean, I guess we could take a storm lantern. Maybe a little bit of fuel. I don't know. How are we doing for fuel? 0.7 liters. Let's refuel. %. Okay. That actually works out pretty good. I'm going to take one of the lanterns to leave at the other... what is that? The bunker we just came from. Do we want to take any coal or firewood? I think we'll leave it. The longer I stay, the more things I'm going to tinker with and mess around with. So I am going to just modify our notes here. So we are taking one of the lanterns. Timberwolf Mountain. Here we go. So we don't have 3 lanterns anymore. Now we have 2. Drop our raw meat. Now, do I want to take any more cooked meat with us like we did last time? There's so much meat here. I might go for it. Let's take this bear meat and the ptarmigan.
I need to drop something.
And we're going to get out of here. Let's get our gun out. And assuming that we don't have any exciting adventures with run-ins with wolves along the way, guys, I'm just going to skip until we get back to the bunker. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, that didn't take long. Okay, we made it back to the rope climb. I do want to reload the revolver and get our bullet casings in case we ever want to reload those. Okay, we're a little bit on the heavy side, so I'm actually just going to billy goat down. I might get a sprain here. But we did okay last time, I think. Whoa. There we go. This looks a little tricky. Oh, he's doing great. Oh, there we go. Minor bruising, torn clothing. Did great, Will. No sprains. Managed to get down with all that meat. And you get a little reward for that. Should make up for your bruising. Okay, I'm going to drop our sticks. Gathered a bunch of more sticks along the way. Because, of course, I did. I think we're just going to keep going. So we already have the cougar hide in our inventory. So we're just going to head over to the plane wreck. This time, instead of having the gun out, I think I'm going to have a torch out. Probably would have been better if I had used the torch as I was coming here, because we did run into that wolf. And I used a couple bullets. So I don't think we've been over to this hunter's blind yet. Could be some loot over here. I do hear ptarmigan, and there's some saplings straight ahead. So there's ptarmigan right on the top of that hill. Do we want to practice? You know, I do like leveling up our archery. Somebody called these guys tasty pixels. That's what they are. Tasty little pixels. Too high. Oh my goodness. He's going to move in a second, isn't he? There we go. I think we're using the good arrows now, unfortunately. But it might be worth it for the leveling up. I do need to make more fire-hardened arrows, I think. Man, I don't really have a great shot at them because they're kind of on a hill here. I'm gonna back up. He's getting too close. You never know when they're gonna attack. Just kidding. Okay, we got them all. And that's gonna level up our archery. There we go, archery level 4. Exactly what I was hoping for. Try to level up. Let's check this out, guys. You've become a skilled archer. You have a steady, accurate aim and powerful shot. Your improved efficiency helps keep your bow in good condition for longer. That's going to be so good. Maintaining our bow. So bow sway is reduced by 75%. Arrow damage increased by 10%. Critical hit chance increased by 25%. Bleed out time reduced by 25%. And per use bow condition loss reduced by 50%. Awesome. Really, really good. I don't think I want to mess with harvesting these guys unless we happen to come back this way. We're just going to leave them for the wolves, I think. I will take the saplings. Let's put our bow away. I guess I could just quickly get their meat and leave the meat at the hunter's blind. Might not be a bad idea, actually.
Too heavy.
Yeah, let's head over to the hunter's blind. For safety, I'll drop the meat here. I may harvest one or two just to get some meat. Got a dead body right over there. The hunter became the hunted, apparently. Okay, what do we have here? Broken arrow.
I think I can use this.
Got some gloves. Cloth. I'm going to leave the firewood. A little bit of meat. Oh, okay. I must have taken that little sliver. Alright, let's grab a little bit of meat from these guys. It's only 9 minutes each. We can drop the meat outside. That's not a very big one. That's better. We'll use the hacksaw. At some point I will need to fix the hacksaw. Have to take a look at what the condition is like. Okay, should we do any more? How's this one? It's 1 kilo. 8 minutes. It's really not that bad considering how much meat we just got. And sure, why not? We'll get the last one. Okay. Let's head, I'm gonna head over the hill. Another option, guys, we could potentially just keep going this way and come around the backside. The only problem with that is we don't get quite the same reveal. That's just kind of a cool thing to come over that ledge, that edge over there and see the plane wreck. But if we come this way, we could actually get the bunker. There could potentially be a very well-stocked bunker up here we can check out. Unfortunately, there's also a bear, or often there is a bear. So we're going to have to be careful how we do this. Let's make sure we have good visibility as we're walking into bear territory. But yeah, you know what? Potentially this bunker could be a better find than even the plane wreck. Depending on what we... if it's well stocked, you know. There's probably a better chance that it doesn't have good loot. But we've got to check, right? Could be some really good stuff there. Try to get the high ground just in case we see a bear. Keep our eyes open. Don't see anything. Grab a few sticks. There's like a little rabbit clearing up here. And oh, by the way, I do need to make more fire-hardened arrows. Need to remember to do that. Thought I heard something. Alright. Is there a bear here? So here's the cave. I'm actually surprised there's no rabbits here. Here's the cave, which could potentially have a bear in it. Do you have any rabbits? Don't see any rabbits. Don't see any footsteps. Any bare feet imprints in the snow. Okay, the cave appears to be empty. I'm going to put a mark on the wall just to show we've been here. Let's go as high up as I can. Okay. I might do some mapping across the cave here on the other side. Don't know if we need this gun or not. I don't think there's any predators here except for the bear. Grab a few sticks. You may need to make some water or something. Okay, I believe the bunker is up here. Might get a sprain. There's the bunker. Okay, I'm going to do some mapping right here. Seems to be a fairly safe place to do it. There we go. Strangely, the bunker did not show up when we did that. There we go. Bunker shows up. Prepper's cache. Let's head inside. Guys, I really hope we got some good loot this time. Let's see what's in here. Okay. New location. Prepper's abandoned cache. Well, it does say abandoned. And it looks like it is empty. Not a lot going on here. But we wouldn't have known if we hadn't come and checked. It's mostly just a bed. Just a safe place to come and sleep. It is nice and dry. Okay, nothing here. Let's go to the plane wreck. We should be able to sneak around the backside. It's going to take us directly to Skeeter's Ridge, burned out houses. I'm guessing when this plane came down, it spread gasoline, fuel, you know, airplane fuel all over the place and just lit these houses on fire. Well, this is actually going to take us right by the cave. Okay. So, if we want to go to Skeeter's Ridge, that's to the right. But the plane wreck is to the left. with a cave. So let's check out this cave. We'll do the plane wreck first before we go to Skeeter's Ridge. We can spend the night at Skeeter's Ridge. Okay, here we've got the first piece of plane wreck right over there. Got a dead deer. We should be safe up here. I don't think there's any predators. Okay, do we want to take this deer hide? I don't really need the meat, but the hide might be useful. You know, I'm going to leave it. We're going to be so heavy with loot from the plane wreck already. Let's add a mark here. Burned Ridge Cave. Does show up. Got a little bed if we need it. Is there any loot back here? Well, I was hoping at least for a piece of coal. Let's go check the plane wreck. Got a tail section. Alright guys, you ready for the reveal? There we go. It's kind of hard to see with the fog, but we got chunks of the airplane all over the place.
This'll come in handy.
Let me just check to make sure there's no more suitcases up here. They may have fallen out. Okay. I'm taking the cloth for now.
This stuff will come in handy.
But I'll probably end up dropping it somewhere. I think we have a unfortunate passenger here. Looks like a pilot. Yeah. One of the pilots. Check the overhead bins. They are destroyed.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Are you thirsty again? Okay, so we got those, all those, yep, we did, okay. We're going to be zigzagging across this whole wreckage site.
I could use this.
Let's make sure I don't miss anything. Got some more wreckage over here. My son wants to be a pilot. He's got you know the back rotor on a helicopter? Whatever that stabilizer thing is. He's got one of those. They're actually bigger than you think they are. He's got one of those hanging above his bed. Got accepted to college, university that teaches airline pilots. So he'll be starting fresh here pretty soon. That's a long road to become a pilot, but
I might have to drop some gear.
He can do it. He's pretty smart. Got some more sticks, potentially for fire-hardened arrows. By the way, the weather is clearing up. You can see a little better now. The airplane wreckage. Let me just check over this hill so I don't miss anything. Yeah, we got a little bit of loot over here.
Is it food or...
You can hear those wolves over at Skeeter's Ridge. I think they know we're coming.
That'll come in handy.
Got some good clothing items. Lots of feathers. Already checked that one. Okay, let me check the time. Looks like it's maybe about 5 o'clock. It's getting late.
I think I can use this.
Okay, check these guys down here. Kind of a sad story with these two. Died in each other's arms. Okay, we're just about done. Just need to head into the fuselage of the aircraft.
Hope I can still eat this.
Ooh, the weather is changing. Is there anybody over here? Got lots of food. Alright, let's head inside. You can see the path of wreckage here. Now I sometimes get a sprain right here. Can I get up this? A little bit tricky. There we go. Check the overhead bins. So we are on uneven ground. It's going to make it easy to get a sprain here.
Mouth so dry.
Okay, we're going to kind of scoot past the wreckage. Let's check up here. Got a wool hat. Small Arms Handbook. Try not to fall in the hole. Whoa, like that.
This stuff will come in handy.
I think it is possible to find loot on the chairs. I don't think I ever have, though. Let me know if you've ever seen any loot in between these benches. Just do a quick look. I don't think there is anything. Alright, we're gonna make our way down into the second level here.
What have we here?
Okay, you know what? I do want a map. Let's see if we can map from the back side of the aircraft. Since we have our charcoal. Okay, there we go. It'd be nicer if we had more charcoal. We could actually do a proper job mapping. Alright, come on, let me up here. Okay, I think we've got everything from the plane wreck. Let's keep an eye out for the bear and the wolves. Both of them like to hang out here. They must have got a meal here at some point. So you can see the trees have all been damaged by the fuel. And the houses have burned down. There's the plane wreckage. Okay, it is super windy, but I'm going to risk trying to get a torch lit. Because we are going to be going to run into some wolves here. Let me get close to the edge of the rock here for protection. Let's use one of the lower condition torches. Okay, we've got a little bit of wind protection. Not sure where these wolves are, but I could hear them howling. There's a wolf. Alright, hopefully it's not too windy. Could be in trouble here if our torch blows out. Let's get our gun out. There's 3 of them. And our torch just blew out. Alright, let's just get to shelter.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
We made it to basement, Pleasant Valley. This is Skeeter's Ridge, guys. If you made it this far into the video, guys, I would like to say thank you so much for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please, before you click away, just take a minute and press the like button or leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on this amazing adventure. But most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.